Okay, so we're going to do something a little bit different this time. So last time, I know we all are drinking and having a blast and chatting it up. I'm going to see, can I get a room full of artists and musicians to actually... Come on, try it with me. One more time. Thank you. Guys, we actually have a really good panel tonight. So we're going to kick it off with John Laurenti, who works up at WZLX up in Massachusetts. He spent 17 years at HJY. I believe he was Scarpetti's mentor. And he has some insight on... wow, that was heavy. I'll let you explain that. Anyways, without further ado, we got John Laurenti.
Thank you. Thank you. It's good to be back home in Providence. HJY, I was music director for about 4 years, but radio has changed a lot, and I know a lot of you people know that, and Steve will get into that with Soundcheck, which is a great local show. I mean, I remember when Rick O.B. hosted it. And, you know, radio is not what it was. If you're a rock band, I'm not saying don't try to get played on the radio, because there are great shows like Soundcheck. There's Boston Emissions on WZLX, which is on Sunday nights. There's also Bay State Rock on WAAF. You know, look at the non-com stations. Look at the MFOs. Look at the WXINs. Look at the Bobs.com. Look at everything you can, but don't try to get on HJY. He'll play your song on Sunday, but you won't get played during the week. Corporate radio dictates it. And the only example I can give, a very good friend of mine who I work with at WZLX, worked at WBCN for a long, long time. And there was this band from Europe that was on a label but had not been pushed on him. He was a fan of the band, and he worked nights, and he played them, and he loved them, and they were U2. That won't happen ever again. It won't. You know, WBCN played the Cars before they got signed. They played till Tuesday before they got signed. There are so many great bands up in Boston that never went anywhere, but BCN played them. And the same for HJY. You all grew up listening to HJY, and I'm sure there's a lot of bands that used to get played, that used to go see in the clubs. Well, they don't get played on the radio anymore. It comes down to the labels. The only advice I can give you is, go out, play, play, play. It's just like exercising. You're not gonna do it unless you don't play. I always remember Brad Delp used to be in a Beatle cover band, and he would play small places like this, and I asked him, I said, why do you do this? Why do you sing Beatles songs? You're the lead singer of Boston. He said, this is my voice, this is my muscle. If I don't exercise it, I'm not going to be able to sing more than a feeling. So you got to go out and you still got to play. Venture out of Providence. Go up to Boston. Try to see what the club scene is up there. Yes, it's tight, but every single night there's something going on up in Boston. It'd be great to see that happen in Providence again. You know, will it? I don't know. It's up to the scene now. And I want to thank Midday Records for having me come down. I'm going to mingle about for a little bit, but if you want to talk radio and music and everything else, we can do that. Right now, I'll hand it off to, I guess, the guy that was my bitch, Steve Scarpetti. He says that lovingly, too. Don't, you know, it's not derogatory, trust me. Guys, it's great to be back here again. I was at the first one. Who was at the first Midday Records Social? We had an awesome time. I met a lot of you great bands. You guys gave me a lot of great music. See, I got another great stash tonight. I still am working on the last stash I got last time. Like, seriously, that's how big it was. All right? And a lot of great music out of that stash has been played on Soundcheck over the last couple of months. And I think John really... he hit a lot of the spots I was going to talk about, whereas you just can't rely on this. Like, this is awesome. Put this in people's hands. Your fans, club DJs, club promoters, people on the radio, put this in their hands, but also reach out and email. Go on social networking sites. Do everything. Everything you possibly can do to get your band out there. And then when you do get their ear, hit them with everything you've got. Tell them where you're playing for the next 2 freaking months. Tell them where your website is, where your Facebook page is, where you're going to be playing on a Friday night in some park. Who cares? Tell them where you're going to be. Because if they play your band, they're going to want to talk about that. Because when I play these bands, I like to say, hey, you like that band? Well, go out and support them this weekend because they're playing at X Club on Friday night for $5. Go support them. especially now with all the big bands. Freaking Stones are charging 200 goddamn bucks to go see them play some music. Fuck you. I'll put my CD in and I'll listen at home. But I can go see a great local band, which there are a ton right now in Providence. I'm not lying either because I've been playing you guys. I can go see you guys for 10 bucks and still have money left over to go get a $5 beer. That's a great thing, you know? And I also want to stress, you know, Soundcheck is basically mainstream rock, but it's a very big umbrella. I also do the Metal Zone on Saturday nights at midnight. A lot of great metal bands in Providence. I'm shocked at how many great metal bands there are in Providence right now. There's a lot of you guys out there, and it's another big umbrella of great metal. Not just, you know, 80s metal or hardcore metal. It's a lot of great stuff. Bands like Death Wish and Mechanical Process. Great stuff, you know? Send it in. I'll play you guys, all right? So if you want to guys come talk to me after this too, I got my card. You can email me. If you email me, send me MP3s, send me where you're playing, your bio, all that stuff. Don't feel like you're bothering me. If you do, I'll just put you in my junk email, so don't worry about it, okay? But hit me up, all right? Hit me up. The more you hit people up like me, the more we're going to get the message, and we're going to play you guys, all right? So have a great time tonight. Thanks for having us again, Midday Records. You guys are the best. And I appreciate meeting all you guys tonight. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Hi everybody, I'm not as well known, I think, on the panel as some of these guys, so I'm really happy I'm up here with them. My name's Stephanie Rose and I'm from Boston. I am the music director at Unregular Radio. I have a radio show, Alternative Rock Radio, and I also have a blog, which is really why I'm here. But I want to give some tips out there to all you musicians. If you want to get on air, if you want to get heard, like he was saying, it's not just about submitting a Bandcamp link. Submit everything. Submit everything about you. Whore yourself out. It's okay. You're talented. We want to hear your music. I don't want to just get an MP3 from a band. I want to know when the next show is, so I can announce it on air. If it's all in one email, I can bring that up on air and talk about it. There was a band, I cannot remember the name, but they had a charity they were doing, and they told me about it, and I announced it.
Down City Armory.
Down City Armory, thank you. And it was a great charity, and he told me about it, and I want to promote that musicians aren't only just playing these venues, but they're promoting other great charities. And the other thing is, so I mean, I guess that's the biggest tip. Also, I don't know if you guys know of Group Tones. Group Tones is a great website for bands, and it will help you network with other bands. So if you're looking, you can actually look at a map of all these bands and where they are located, so you can hop on shows with them. And I'm telling you, the biggest way to get, not only is reaching out to radio, but reaching out to other bands and playing with them. And then you can swap with people in Boston if you're from Providence, and you'll get a few people like, hey, who's that band? I'm going to go down to Providence and check them out. Or I'm going to go to their band camp now. So many bands I know now, even if I can't get to New York or Providence, I like a lot of the bands that are from here. And I would just say, like, also, I just want to say real quick that with my blog, I don't care if you're from Boston, New York, anywhere. I want to write an album review on you. I want to write about you. I want to go to a show and photograph you. So please, I have flyers, I have cards. I'm really trying to support not only Boston local music, but the surrounding areas, because there's a lot of talent in Providence, and I haven't seen all of it yet. So please come talk to me if you have any questions on how to submit music, how to get someone to come out to your show. I would love to talk to all of you. I finally got a chance to eat, so I'm all yours the rest of the night. So thank you so much.
I just want to say one more thing, and it applies more to Steve and Stephanie. When they listen to your record, and if they say, hey, it's good, if they, you know, you guys respond to the bands, right? I dealt with this when I worked at a non-com in Boston. Be able to take constructive criticism. Because your parents and your friends say your music's great, they're not telling you the truth. No, but I mean, I dealt with so many singer-songwriters who said, oh, but my friends really liked it. Well, your friends are going to kiss your ass. If you want to get played, be able to take constructive criticism. That goes if you're a comedian or an actor. If you can't take criticism, then you can't do this. You have to have a thick skin, and you got to be able to do it. You got to be creative. Do what you do best, and like I said, practice, practice, practice. Everybody else does it. Thank you so much.